All right, first question for you, Dave. What is up with all the recent book sales?
Man, I think there's some influx due to me begging for my fans and the people that want to follow my career to buy my book. It was exposed that I only sold like 3 or 4 copies of it.
When is David going to use the slogan, "The McRibbage is back"?
Probably once I do something significant enough to return to the front of a race. I've been getting swallowed up in the latter half of some races, and that's unacceptable. So if we want to get the McRibbage back, just wait till I win a race. That'll be my caption.
Oh, this one's going to hurt to say. How are you so attractive and charismatic? Also, are there any decent D2 schools you would recommend?
Charismatic and attractive. Oh, man. Wait, can you repeat the question?
How are you so charismatic and attractive?
So the second part makes sense to me, but can you read the first part one more time?
Okay, I pick up on what you're doing.
Yeah, I think it's just me being my genuine self. And I think when people get to be themselves, they get to kind of embrace their skin and embrace their own inner beauty. And that's where I am today. In terms of D2 schools, yeah, I think there's a lot of great D2 schools. I think whether it's a D2 school, D3, NAI, or Division 1 school, I don't think you should limit your options, and you should really investigate and maybe even visit campuses of locations that you might not think are right for you, but once you visit the campus, you'll know. Like, you'll get there, it'll click, and you'll be like, this is where I want to spend however many years.
Is it really that much of a flex to wear the Hyperion Tempos instead of the Elites?
All up here, baby. When you get to those reps, you're working, maybe not as hard, but you're working true. And those guys can wear those shoes as long as they want. But in reality, I actually kind of stay out of those, not because of the performance difference or whatever you want to say in terms of percentages. I actually stay out of them because over winter break I was doing a tempo in them, and I figured out my limitations with coming back from my PRP in my Achilles. Running like 7-minute pace or doing like recovery efforts in that puts a lot of pressure on my Achilles, and so as of late, I just haven't trained in them. Not that I'm afraid of them, but everything's going really well right now, and I don't necessarily want to switch up a shoe for X number of percent for a rep.
What do you love more, your book or Olivia?
Oh, Olivia for sure. I mean, I hope to write a book about Olivia, and what true love actually means. You can actually read about Olivia in my book even, and so like even in pages I say I'm going to marry this girl, so I really can't screw that up. I could write another book, but in this book right here, it's locked in. Olivia's locked in. This is where you cue a little photo of me and Olivia right here. I think it's going to land in my hand.
Do you feel as if you resemble the actor Ewan McGregor?
Maybe. I think my internal battles more so land in the lines of Anakin, where he's in the lava and he's just there, and Obi-Wan yells, "You are the chosen one!" And then Anakin yells back, "I hate you!" So like, I think something in those lines, I feel like as though I am the chosen one. I am the hero of my own story. And, there's a lot of resolve in Anakin, and there's a lot of things that are going on internally that I don't think get a lot of credit for. I think he's always been good. I think he is in the dark side currently, but he's still a good person. He's still a good human. So, yeah.
Who would win in an arm wrestling match, David or Spencer?
I mean, we have 2 chairs right here on the table.
They're all the minor. Alright.
It's the reach, dude. I can't get it below.
Alright, fine. For the viewer is fine. Oh, dude, it wasn't recording. I'm kidding, it was.
Man, so round 2?
What is it like having the best hair on the team?
I think that's a loaded question because I'm a spectrum. I also have the best hair, but I also have the worst hair. So I meet in the middle at about average or mediocre. So on days that I do my hair, I kind of prepped for this. I bloom dried my hair for about 40 minutes prepping for this interview. So today I feel pretty confident. When it's slicked back and it kind of looks like a butt, yeah, not pretty, not good for me.
All right, Dave, thank you so much. We got one last quick question. Who would you rather come across in a fight, Ali O or Spencer B?
I think Ali O would put up more of an arm wrestling match as well. But in a fight, I would actually rather face Spencer because he's talking a lot of smack thinking he can take me. So Alio, I got nothing against Alio. Alio's a good soul. She has some quirks about her that I can't stand, like not wearing sunscreen and going on hikes without water. Other than that, Ali's all right. Spencer, on the other hand, I've got a lot of beef with him. He's a wet noodle of a man. I said that in our most recent podcast episode.
David Ribbich, everybody. Thank you for being here. All right, guys. Drew Windle, hard man to get. How often do you remind the other beasts that you're the only one with a world medal?
Menez is trailing in his wake. Giles is holding on for a bronze. Windle is coming, but it's Khrushchev's gold. And it's second place for Windle coming through at the end there.
Only Josh is the only one I remind, and I probably do it once every time we work out together, which is probably once every 3 months.
What was the fastest feeling track you ran on for an 800?
Definitely Birmingham in UK. I didn't really get the chance to like really go for a time at that one, just by the nature of championship racing. But I ran 1:45.5 in a preliminary round at Worlds in 18, and I really feel like if I would have gone for it, I could have broken 1:45 on that track.
Drew, are you the best Drew at running in the U.S.?
I don't know too many. It depends if you can count Andy Weeding. If you're going for Andrews, Weeding's pretty high up there, although he doesn't have a medal, so it might be a tie.
Which of the beasts has the highest body count?
Not Josh. Oh God, this sounds like a trap. I'm just gonna say Dave because it's funny. It's funny because it's not true.
Who squats / deadlifts / benches the most on the team?
Right now, me. Brandon's coming back from knee surgery though. He'd probably beat me in bench. I'd probably beat him in squat, and deadlift would be a tie.
Who can shotgun a beer the fastest on the team, and is Dave the biggest lightweight?
Henry can shotgun the quickest. Brandon would argue. I can't talk too much, but Dave's probably the biggest lightweight.
One more question for you.
Looking good.
What did you tell your barber to do to your hair when you had the mohawk?
So my boy Mahmood in London gave me my best haircut ever. I told him to do a skin fade on the sides and taper it in the back down, and like just gave him like the motion. And then yeah, he worked his magic. Best haircut I ever had.
Drew, any last closing remarks?
No.
We're live?
We are live. Josh Kerr.
Davis.
Would you rather fight 3 Ali O-sized Henrys or 1 Shaq-sized Henry?
Definitely Ali O-sized Henrys, because Henry has no skill, so I'm guessing Henry as, a fighter. So we want him as low as possible, as short as possible, so yeah, 100% Ali O's.
Are you aware that you give off Thor-type vibes?
I'm unaware, but I'll definitely take the compliment. Yeah, unsure, but yes, I will take the Thor vibes.
What type of alcohol was trying to be hidden in your Flow Track New Mexico Track Shack video?
It wasn't hidden per se. I think we did a party the week before. It was a ball of Hennessy, I think. Yeah, I think it got caught like next to the Nesquik, and I was like, crap. Yeah, got find out for that one.
Did you feel like you were flying or sitting at the back of that World Championship 1500 race back in 2019?
Not the plan to sit at the back. I went out and I got kind of pushed the back, and I was like, that is all I can do. And then I moved up slowly, but and then just watch the race at like 250 to go, and then like just pause it and call it and just pretend that I made a medal. That's pretty much all you need to do. That's it.
Based off that question, were you disappointed or happy with your result in Doha, or both?
I would say massive. I walked away massively disappointed. I think you go through stages. It's like, you're excited to make the team. Then you're like, it was nervous for me because I got knocked out in the first round of 17. Got through the first round of 17. Watched Neil Gurley, our teammate, make it through the semi-final. Me and Jay Wyman make it to the final. Then I had massive goals when I made it to the final. So yeah, I was a bit gutted, to be honest, and I really felt like I had a medal around my neck with 250 to go, and that just kind of fell apart. So disappointed, pretty disappointed. Yeah.
Edinburgh or Seattle?
Edinburgh would probably be the right way to say it. Born and bred, so you got to stick to your hometown. Yeah.
Are you aware that you're cute AF?
Oh well, I don't try. I really. I don't try, but you know.
Would you rather win the 800 or the 5K at the Olympics?
800, I would say, is harder. I think I wouldn't say it's a harder event to win. I would just say it's so intense when you get there with the 3 rounds of all being probably 146 or better. And then I'd probably run a world record to win it. So I'd definitely take the 800, yeah.
What was it like moving from Scotland to the US for scholarship / would you recommend?
Definitely recommend, definitely do your research. Don't do what I did, which was not come on a visit, don't do any research and take the first school that gives you. Worked out well, doesn't normally work out well. Come do your visits, come do your due diligence, I can't say it. Do your thing, right? Just come over and look at the schools, and you'll be able to figure out what the best plan is there.
Pineapple on a pizza?
Yes,
Question mark.
100%. Pineapple, pepperoni, green chili. That's what you got to do in Albuquerque.
Who would win in a 4x15 between the Brits and the US?
I think that's a pretty self-explanatory question. You know, when you've got one guy under 330, one guy at 330, and a bunch of guys around 330 versus the US that are like have 3 or 4 people with the standard just getting under 35. I think it's a done deal. Yeah, you got the Olympic champion, whatever. That's 5 years ago. Get over it. But yeah, I think the UK wins that, 10 times out of 10, to be honest.
All right, Josh, thanks for coming on here. One more question. If you could run with anyone dead or alive, who would you want it to be?
Ooh, that's very... I don't know. I don't really like running with people, dude. I run with my team. Like, I love to do that every day, I love running with my team, and that's what I do, so yeah.
All right, Josh, here, any closing remarks here?
Closing remarks. The Brooksby shouldn't have left me out there 4 by a mile. That's just disrespectful to me and as a person, as a Brit, that's fine. We're all fit, we're all healthy, and we're going to go out and race soon, so watch us.